This is a GTA Wire product. Be sure to check out gtawire.com for ways to support and explore other content.
Now they're chanting, "Welcome back."
When we were young,
we dreamed of this day,
where we get to show the world what we're about.
That I am more than just a pretty face.
That I'm king of the world.
That we're all grown up.
Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Fan First. I am professional independent wrestler Holden Albright. I've been active in the Ontario wrestling scene for the past 12 years.
And I am your host, independent professional wrestler, the barn burner, the bandit, Van Landon. And I have been a professional wrestler in Ontario for the past 7 years. What's up, everybody? It's Fans First, episode 9, and we are here.
You just heard at the top of the episode the Brawl for All theme, because bonus fact doesn't count as the 14 events that we're going to describe on this episode. But on August 24th, 1998, Bart Gunn defeated Bradshaw on points to win the final of the first, and to this date, hopefully forever, only Brawl for All tournament. Gunn was rewarded a legitimate $75,000 bonus for winning the tournament. He would later be defeated in a boxing match by super heavyweight Butterbean at WrestleMania 15 the following year. I didn't realize I thought Brawl for All was in the winter, and Bart Gunn only had 2 months to prepare for the Mania fight. But he had time. We come at you every other Monday at 8 p.m. in your podcast feeds, and we thank you for tuning in and listening. Remember, you can email us your favorite fan moments over at mail@gtawire.com with the subject line Fan First. Give us your moments, your memories, your stories, and we'll read them on the show.
And shout out to TJR Wrestling for all the information that helps put this show together. Because today, episode 9, we will be covering the world of wrestling from August 24th to September 6th.
Also, shout out Wikipedia and random Google articles. Before we were professional wrestlers, we were and still are fans first.
Fans first! Now, let's talk birthdays.
Happy birthday to you.
On August 26th, 1981, we celebrate the birthday of Petey Williams, known to fans around the world as the man behind one of wrestling's most devastating finishing maneuvers, the Canadian Destroyer. Maple Leaf Muscle, Petey Williams became a standout star throughout his incredible tenure in TNA wrestling. Today we celebrate the birthday of a performer whose influence is still seen all throughout modern professional wrestling. Happy birthday, Petey Williams.
On August 31st, we celebrate a few birthdays. Starting in 1977, Jeff Hardy was born. In 1979, Hall of Famer Mickie James was born. And in 1988, Athena, FKA Ember Moon, was also born.
On August 27th, we celebrate 2 birthdays, that of the Great Khali in 1972 and Sergeant Slaughter in 1948. And from the Great Khali's incredible size and intimidating presence to his run as WWE World Heavyweight Champion, he became one of the most recognizable giants of the all time. And Sergeant Slaughter, of course, became an iconic WWF character, combining his military G.I. Joe-inspired persona with a legendary career that spanned decades. Two completely different personalities, but both became larger-than-life superstars in the WWE. Today we celebrate the birthdays of Sergeant Slaughter and the Great Khali.
On September 3rd, we got two more birthdays to celebrate. First, Nick Gulaz was born in 1914. He was an American professional wrestling promoter in the southern United States, partnering with Tennessee promoter Roy Welch, partnered with Tennessee promoter Roy Welch for decades. Gulaz was also known as the King of Managers, King B, and the Dean of Promoters. Gulaz helped start the careers of such wrestling stars as Jackie Fargo and Jerry the King Lawler in the 60s and 70s. The Bounty Hunters with Jimmy Kent and the Interns with Dr. Ken Ramey in the 70s and 80s also. He passed away January 21st, 1991. Born in 1997 on September 3rd, Hana Kimura, who sadly, following a series of troubling tweets in which she addressed online bullying directed at her from her time spent on a reality show, she died from suicide via hydrogen sulfide inhalation at her Tokyo apartment on May 23rd, 2020 at the age of 22. We talk about the birth. The other side of births, unfortunately, is death. And these are some other wrestlers that have passed away in this little time period.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This past week, we lost two beloved members of our WWE family. Hall of Famer Terry Funk and the one and only Bray Wyatt. Tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, we will honor their legacy and celebrate their lives. The lives of two incredible men who have touched all of us with their passion, their creativity, and their spirit. Please join us for a moment of silence in our traditional 10-bell salute.
I am the color red in a world full of black and white. I am the eater of worlds. I, Bray Wyatt, am forever.
On August 24th, 2023, wrestling lost Bray Wyatt. Real name, Wyndham Rotunda, at just 36 years old. One of WWE's most creative and unforgettable characters, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family captivated fans with his storytelling, unique presence, and ability to completely reinvent himself, whether it is The Fiend or Bray Wyatt. After suffering a heart attack following health complications, Wyatt passed away far too soon, leaving behind a career that made a lasting impact on professional wrestling. And honestly, there will never be another Bray Wyatt, for his imagination, the characters he created, and the connection that he had with wrestling fans was truly one of a kind. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt.
But then there is a fabled few who earn the right to call themselves cowboys. And both Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt were cowboys in the best of ways.
Walter Killer Kowalski was one of wrestling's most brutal individuals of all time. The mystery of the Iron Claw, he was feared by all.
The Iron Claw, when he got that Iron Claw on you, it felt like he was tearing your abdominal muscles, like he was just stretching them and pulling them out. You had to get...
On August 30th, we remember a couple of wrestlers that passed away, starting with Killer Kowalski, born October 13th, 1926, born Edward Vladislav Splutnik, was a Canadian professional wrestler. Kowalski wrestled for numerous promotions during his career, including the NWA and the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, now known as the WWE, and was a known heel. He held numerous championships, including the WWF Tag Team Championships with Big John Studd, billed as the Executioners and managed by Lou Albano. After retiring in 1977, Kowalski started a professional wrestling school in Massachusetts and trained many professional wrestlers, including Studd, Triple H, Chyna, Eddie Edwards, Frankie Kazarian, Kofi Kingston, Damian Sandow, Fandango, Brittany Brown, April Hunter, John Cronus, Perry Saturn, and Tommaso Ciampa. Kowalski married Teresa Ferrolio on June 19th, 2006. He became a vegetarian, actually, after being influenced by middle distance runners Roger Bannister and John Landy in 1953. Kowalski did not eat meat, dairy, or eggs. He has been described as an outspoken vegetarian and vegan. Wow, a vegan that's outspoken? Crazy. In the 1960s, Kowalski claimed to be the only vegetarian professional wrestler. One of his favorite restaurants to go to was the Kowloon restaurant in Saugus, Massachusetts, where a signed picture of him can be found on their walls. If you don't know, Kowloon, big time professional wrestling hangout spot for the boys. Kowalski did not drink alcohol or smoke. Oh, way to brag. He took interest in photography and had a book published in 2001. Okay, very cool. Kowalski began experiencing escalating health problems in the time leading up to his death. The Sun received a report on Kowalski from his friend wrestling legend Bruno Sammartino that Kowalski had to go to a rehabilitation center in Everett, Massachusetts, where he was recovering from a knee injury. It seemed he was getting better until he suffered a heart attack on August 8th, 2008. According to Slam Sports, the Quincy Patriot Ledger, and other sources, Kowalski's family was appraised that he would not recover. When Kowalski was taken off life support on August 18th, subsequent news reports erroneously stated that he had died. Kowalski died on August 30th, 2008. He was survived by his wife and family. The brother didn't kick out for 12 days. Wow.
I just want to take one moment. This one's for the killer.
Also, on August 30th, but in 2018, Ray, a Hong Kong professional wrestler trained by Emi Sakura, passed away. She was born February 14th, 1982. She made her professional wrestling debut in September 2003 and would, for the next several years, wrestle under different masks before she began working for Smash in March 2010. Unmasked under the ring name Lynn Byron. After being diagnosed with a brain tumor in December 2015, she died in August 2018. To these legends, your memories are not forgotten, and we take this time to have your name spelt and said one more time. There's a great quote I've heard before that you die twice, when you stop breathing and then when people stop talking about you. And if we are going to pay respect to the competitors and the events and the entertainment they gave us, we also have to remember the people that have lived and died who happen to be professional wrestlers. Now into the events for this little time period.
All the excitement of the World Wrestling Federation has filled the Meadowlands Arena. It's SummerSlam. The wait, the anticipation is over. Now it's time to feel the heat. Hi everyone, I'm Tony Schiavone, joined in the broadcast location by Jesse the Body Ventura.
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you, Schiavone, don't you get out of line with me. Because I wrestled, you're the man responsible for Bobby Heenan getting run off the air.
On August 28th, 1989, the second ever SummerSlam main event took place in New Jersey and featured the WWF pay-per-view debut of Dusty Rhodes. Elsewhere on the card saw the Ultimate Warrior win the Intercontinental Championship for a second time after defeating Ravishing Rick Rude. In the main event, Macho Man Randy Savage and his partner Zeus, Tiny Lester for those who know, were defeated by Hulk Hogan and Brutus, the Barber Beefcake.
But another reality is, 4 months ago they took 4 vertebrae out of my neck. Consequently, I'm left with a hand, my left hand, too weak to hold a glass, too weak to button a button. And other than be anything than the enforcer in my best friend's eyes, I'd rather walk away. And for all you people out there that have ever bought a ticket to see Arn Anderson wrestle, whether you love me or you hated me, you knew that when that bell rang, you got all I had that night. Whether I won, whether I lost, I gave you everything I had. And you knew that. And when you did this to me, that was your acknowledgement. Well, the fact is, I got nothing left to give. And I want you to remember me as I was, not as I am.
On August 25th, 1997, founding member of the Four Horsemen, Arn Anderson formally announces his retirement from the ring. Unlike many wrestling retirements, Arn would never wrestle another match after this date. But the homie still got a few spine busters and maybe a Glock loaded on it.
From the land of 10,000 lakes, Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Mall of America, the only building big enough to hold the debut edition of WCW Monday Nitro. We are coming to you live here on TNT.
On September 4th, 1995, WCW presented the historic first episode of WCW Monday Nitro from the ever-unique setting that was the Mall of America in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The first match in Nitro history saw Flying Brian Pillman face Jushin Thunder Liger, and the night's main event was between longtime rivals Ric Flair and Sting. The most shocking moment of the night, no, was not Pastamania, was when Lex Luger appeared on the show when most believed he was still contracted to the WWF, setting the tone for the anything can happen vibe that Nitro traded off until its final episode. Also, the final episode just so happened to be headlined by Flair vs. Sting. First episode to the last episode, Ric Flair and Sting pioneered WCW.
All right, as Kenny Loggins would say, this is it this Monday night exclusively on pay-per-view cable television direct from Wembley Stadium in London, England. Folks, it's SummerSlam 92. Be part of the action, the fun, the drama, the all-family entertainment that is SummerSlam 92. Call your local cable company right now.
On August 29th, 1992, that year's SummerSlam was the first time any WWF pay-per-view was held outside of North America. It took place at Wembley Stadium in jolly old London, England, in front of just over 80,000 fans. At the time, the crowd was the largest legitimate attendance for any professional wrestling event in history. In the main event, England's own British Bulldog won the Intercontinental Championship from his brother-in-law, Bret Hitman Hart, in one of the greatest matches in company history, and the match that Bret still cites as the best of his career.
There's so many moments in that match where when I watch it, I go, it's one of the most realistic matches, I think. It really seems quite physical and real, and there was different parts in the match. I think I gave Davey a running knee and hit him in the gut in the match, and he knocked all the wind out of himself, which doesn't help when you're sucking wind anyway. But same thing. He still kept going. Davey was a fighter that day, and I've always been really proud of him. I know it sometimes people think that I'm putting him down, but he pulled a 10-star match out of for a guy that was really a shattered mess before he walked out. He did a good job, and I always appreciate that about Davey.
We going all out, living like we got nothing to lose. We going all out, fighting like we got something to.
We are live in Jacksonville, Florida, home of the Jags. And tonight, we welcome you to All Out. We're as live can be. We got a great crowd here as well. They're making a lot of noise. We hope to entertain you, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight. Excalibur's here. The great Tony Schiavone's here. I'm JR. All of us are excited. It doesn't take much to get me excited tonight, Tony.
On September 5th, 2020, the world was in a pandemic state, and AEW All Out took place at Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. The mammoth 11-match card was of course headlined by John Max. I'm retaken. On September 5th, 2020, AEW All Out took place at Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. The 11-match card was headlined by Jon Moxley defeating MJF to retain the AEW World Championship. But of course, elsewhere on the card, Britt Baker took on Big Swole in a cinematic tooth and nail match, which saw Britt Baker take a needle to the leg. And in what is one of my favorite AEW matches, Orange Cassidy got the better of Chris Jericho in a Mimosa Mayhem match. Order up Chris Jericho. Freshly squeezed, over and out.
Here he comes again!
Jericho, consider yourself submerged.
Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy! What a win for Orange Cassidy! What a win!
He's blacked out. I think he's unconscious. Savage is unconscious. We did it! Woo! We did it! We did it! We did it! Perfect! You did it! There you did it! With good wrestling ability and oh, am I happy? Am I excited? Yes, yes, yes! Oh, we're in the money! Yes, sirree! Give me one, give me one!
On September 1st, 1992, Ric Flair defeated Macho Man Randy Savage to win his second WWF Championship. This match was actually aired 13 days later on Primetime Wrestling. In what is thought to be a first for a WWF World Title change, the original taping of the match was actually halted midway through due to Vince McMahon not being satisfied with the match. The match was restarted and retaped immediately, which is insane because there are multiple stories of Vince just stopping matches and going out there. I had no idea that it happened during a Flair and Savage World Title change. Wild story.
Reach for the sky, boy.
On September 6th, 2014, Jay Briscoe defeated Michael Elgin to win the Ring of Honor World Championship at All-Star Extravaganza 6 in a place that I'm pretty familiar with, Toronto, Canada. The win made Briscoe only the second man to win the title more than once. Also, rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. We miss ya. But that was the second time he won the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Your accolades here in the WWE are unbelievable, but you know what? They're about to become even bigger.
Oh, what do you mean by that? What's in the briefcase is what I'm wondering. Money? He's gonna give him my money. Wait a minute. Look at this.
Triple H, you may recognize this world championship because you were the last man to officially wear it. And now, Triple H, it will be again because, ladies and gentlemen, your new world champion, Triple H!
What? Good God, now this is an historic moment here on Raw. Triple H has just been awarded the heavyweight championship of the world.
Time to play the game!
On September 2nd, 2002, following the current undisputed WWE champion Brock Lesnar revealing that he would only wrestle on SmackDown from then on, making the undisputed WWE championship brand exclusive, Monday Night Raw general manager introduced the WWE World Heavyweight Championship as Raw's new main event level title. He immediately awarded the title to Triple H, and that led to an interesting period of time that I will leave politically non-biased on.
A lot of guys would come out here and they'd say, you know, God, what an honor, but I really don't deserve this. But then again, I'm not a lot of guys, am I?
No.
Because the fact is, you know it, I know it, and every single one of these people know it. That nobody deserves to be the world champion more than me. Nobody.
But in happier news, 2007, 5 years later, September 2nd, still, Jeff Hardy defeated Umaga on Raw to win the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Jeff Hardy creating some offense. And there's a and the power, I don't believe it. Jeff Hardy's won it.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Jeff Hardy.
Yes, Jeff, you got a 3 count. You're the winner. I don't think Jeff Hardy could really believe that he got the 3 count.
And that's going to do it for this installment of Fan First. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and listening. And of course, as always, a big thank you to TJRWrestling.net, Wikipedia, and Google for helping us put all of this together.
Remember, if you've got a favorite wrestling memory or moment that you want us to talk about, or maybe it's something that we missed, send it our way at mail@vtawire.com with the subject line Fan First, because we want to hear from you.
Make sure you follow our socials. You can find me at Holden Pro on most things.
Follow me at the Van Landon.
Plus, go to gtawire.com where Van and myself have a whole bunch of other content for you can enjoy.
You can also catch us live every Monday night, 7 p.m. on Twitch or youtube.com/1GTAWire. And of course, we'll be back every other Monday at 8 p.m. with another episode of Fan First. And as we head out of here, I got a song to leave with you guys, and that is Only One Can Judge, the undashing Cody Rhodes theme song. See y'all soon.
Fan First is a GTA Wire podcast in association with the Hub Sports Entertainment Network, hosted by Van Landon and Holden Albright, created by Brendan C., produced by Brendan C. and Corbin Joslin, associate producer Randy C. I've been Bobby. Take care of yourself and each other.